Now, for the fast part. While fast is relative, generally my motto is, I run far, not fast. Although I have scrambled onto a few podiums, even after 8 marathons and 21,000 miles running, I'm not yet a Boston qualifier. I'm not an easy run at a 7-minute pace runner. And I'm not a win out for a short 20-miler over lunch runner, which is why I feel qualified to discuss life in the middle of the pack. I may have done thousands of hours of research and coaching, but my miles are largely spent in the company of most other runners who are also on the largest part of the bell curve. Next up, there tends to be a common assumption that I'm a perfectionist. I was, after all, a straight-A student and even graduated magna cum laude from the University of Missouri. Honestly, school was easy for me, and I just did the required work, which is to say that had it been hard, I would have tried and put forth effort. But I'm not the person who would have belabored every detail to go from a B to an A, though I am the person who will always have a project done a week early. In my world, perfect is a tremendous waste of mental energy, because someone is always going to find ways you could have done it better. This isn't to say that I settle for less than my best, or I'm okay with mediocrity, but it is to say that I believe good, solid, hard work is enough to allow you to enjoy the ride with a whole lot less stress. And that's a lifestyle I can stand behind, happily. Which means, if you see a misplaced comma, I hope you'll focus on the bigger message and not the error. Finally, you need to know that I'm a student of running. I've written over 2,000 highly researched articles on running. I devour every running book that comes out. I pick the brains of every coach, sports medicine doctor, or physical therapist that I come in contact with to help ensure that I'm always sharing the best information. I love this sport deep down to my core, and my greatest wish is for us all to run healthy and happy for as many years as possible. In other words, I hope we can run to the finish together. 13.1 signs you're a runner. 1. You own more running shoes than regular shoes. Okay, more running shoes than shoes owned by the rest of your family. 2. Your running gear costs more than the rest of your wardrobe, and you don't even care. 3. You can't wait for vacation because it means extra time to run, and often new places to run. 4. You understand words like fartlek, pronation, and pose method, and you love to talk about them. 5. You wake up earlier on Saturday to run than for work on Monday, and you don't even mind. 6. You can complain about the pain of running and extol its virtues in the same sentence. That pain made me a better person. 7. You often find yourself assuming anyone who passes you isn't running as far. They couldn't possibly be. You're a distance runner. 8. You have ridiculous tan lines and are proud of them because they represent hard work. And, yes, even with sunscreen, you get them. 9. You know that peanut butter is a valid food group and best eaten on a slice of bread with banana before a race. 10. You know it's not weird to run back and forth in front of your house to get to round numbers. Only psychos leave things at 4.27. 11. You're convinced running solves nearly all life problems because you're extremely smart. 12. You have solved world hunger and other life-altering things during a run. You just can't remember them later. 13. You await Marathon Monday as others do the Super Bowl, and you're ridiculously unproductive at work watching it. 13.1. You know life is better when you run. It doesn't matter how far. It doesn't matter how fast. It doesn't matter if it's solo or with friends. Any mile is a good mile. Chapter 1. You are a runner. The majority of us fall squarely in the middle of the pack.